Hello and welcome to Good Brews, Bad Views Live! That's right, we have escaped the confines of Ryan's basement and up to the second floor of Drifter Coffee here in wonderful Ferndale. I am your host, who I assure you that my math is correct, Max Nestorowicz. And as always, joined with my co-hosts, who are the things that dreams are made of, Ryan Everett.
Hello. Hello, hello.
And James Thorpe.
Hi.
So yeah, after 80-some episodes, we are finally doing a live show. This has been, I don't think we ever thought we would actually get to this level. Back in the day when I was drunk tweeting about Super Mario Brothers and drinking dragon's milk.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but
I figured we would have killed each other around episode 15.
Yeah. So, but hey, we're still here and we're doing our thing. So this is our first live show. We have a nice full-packed house here at Drifter. The main thing about this was, how do we do this podcast live without getting sued, which has always been a challenge. So obviously the answer is you screen a movie that has never technically been released. So so today we are watching the Roger Corman produced Fantastic Four from way back in 1994. Based off of the contents of this room, this is more of a showing than the movie has ever actually gotten before. But before we get into doing that, we're talking with the person who helped make this possible, Delaney Wheeler of Drifter. Hello, Delaney.
Hi, how are you?
So even though you're not technically a quote-unquote guest, we
Right.
still have our usual 3 questions for first-time appearances on the podcast.
I'm
So,
so ready.
question 1.
Yeah.
What was the first movie you saw in theaters?
So I don't know the actual first movie that I saw. The first one I can remember, which this is going to show my young age here. The first one I remember seeing was actually Phantom of the Opera, which was like 2005 or 2006. So I'm a child, but that actually did end up becoming one of my favorite movies. And actually, ironically, last night I was definitely listening to that soundtrack while I was cleaning my house. I love that movie. It's amazing. It's really not that amazing. I think it has bad reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, but I think it's amazing.
But it has a
my
good
favorite.
review in your heart.
Absolutely, and I've seen the play in real life, and things like that. So it's stuck with me forever.
Awesome. Question number 2, which I think might be my favorite question of the 3, is what was the first bad movie you can ever recall seeing?
Right. So when I was younger, and I mean, even still now, my dad and I were both really into horror films. And when I was very, very young, like maybe 3, 4, 5, somewhere in there, I remember he put on 8-Legged Freaks, which is a ridiculous, if you don't know, a ridiculous movie about giant spiders, like giant tarantulas. And it's definitely like a spoof comedy horror film. When I was young, I thought it was actually a horror movie, and I thought I was so cool because I could watch it and I wasn't scared. But then, of course, I remember watching it later and being like, this is terrible. It's absolutely horrible. But I'd say that was the first bad movie I remember.
We saw that in high school, right?
There you go.
Yeah, I was in middle school when I saw that. Remember it came out. But
Make sure
yeah,
we have our AARP cards.
dude, they started sending me those in the mail when I was like 27.
Fair.
I'm a bad point of reference. It's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. You're bringing some diversity and youth to the podcast, I guess.
Do what I can.
And last but certainly not least, what was the beer that showed you that there was more to beer than American lager?
I don't remember exactly where I was, but I go to a lot of craft breweries around the area in Ferndale and in Detroit. But I know that I had a sour beer, and I was like, hold on a second. At first, I was like, I'm not too sure about this, but now they are my favorite to drink. So, I mean, shout out to Urban Rest. I know you guys got some brews from them for today.
Yes.
They're just like 2 doors down from us. That's really awesome. So I can tell you that the Drifter staff does spend a considerable amount of time there. So there is a good chance that I had a sour beer from Urban Rest that would not be a stretch. So
Fantastic.
Yeah, they do make some tasty sours.
they do.
And kombucha.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, well, let's talk a little bit about Drifter before we start this terrible movie. So you are the event coordinator?
Yeah, so my title is technically the Director of Media and Events here at Drifter.
Okay, and how long has Drifter been around?
So we actually started operating out of a vintage trailer that we call the Coffee Caboose. And so the owner, Aaliyah, has been doing farmers markets and music festivals and all kinds of pop-ups for about 4 or 5 years now. And then just back in March, we opened up the brick and mortar that we are in right now, which is really, really exciting. So congratulations to her and everybody else who's been working on it.
Yeah, and for those who are listening to this later, where exactly are you located in Ferndale?
Yeah, so we are in the Iron Ridge district. Our address is 770 Woodward Heights in Ferndale, so it's like 9.5 mile. You guys should come and hang out.
Yeah. And do you have any idea how Aaliyah got started, like operating out of a coffee caboose?
Man, so Aaliyah's actually in the room right now. She's hiding and enjoying the show, so I hope I'm going to do it justice here. She's always worked in coffee, always loved it, went to college and got her business degree because she's amazing, and just always had the dream and the concept of doing that, and so she did it. And she actually got the trailer off of Craigslist, and then she and her dad gave it a little bit of a renovation and turned it into the coffee caboose that we have now.
Cool. And can you talk a little bit about like the philosophy of Drifter?
Yeah, so Drifter is obviously a coffee shop, but it's also a community space, which is really exciting. So we can do events like this and kind of open it up. And we really wanted to feel like it's everybody's space, which I think is happening right now, which is really exciting. I know this is a podcast, so you guys can't necessarily see it, but everybody's all cozied up together with all their friends and their loved ones, which is really special. But we just really like it to be a super inclusive, super diverse space, and we just host as many people as we can, and we encourage people to bring in their friends and their family and their babies and their dogs, and it's right in the middle of a neighborhood, which is really, really exciting. So it definitely has that close neighborhood feel.
Yeah, and downstairs in the front, you have that big calendar of all the different stuff going on throughout the month, and you guys also do board game nights, which we are all about.
Yes.
And as well as having coffee, you guys have some very tasty baked goods.
Thank you. Yeah, we have a really amazing in-house baker. Her name is Liv, and then our other friend Mo helps out with that as well. So we do have some good baked goods today, too. And then we also work with a local baker. Her name is Chantal, and she's from V Delish, and she does all kinds of vegan baked goods.
Awesome.
Yeah, the lemon poppy seed cake is
no joke.
Outrageous.
It is so
I'm
good.
kind of insulted by how good that is.
I know.
Yeah.
She won an award for that, so you are validated in enjoying that so much. Yeah.
Yeah, so we will be snacking on some tasty Drifter treats throughout this episode. So if you hear us mumbling, that's probably why we're going to try not to. We're going to try to be professionals about this, but I can't make any promises on
ambiance.
That would be a start.
Yeah.
Make you feel like you're really here.
So thank you, Drifter, for letting us
Yeah,
use
this
your
is awesome.
space.
This is so cool.
and
Thank you guys for
Thank
coming
you.
in. We've
Yeah.
never done anything like this before, so we're really, really excited to have you. And you guys made something really special because you have a room full of friends and new people too.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah,
Weed.
it's amazing.
So, all
We're
right.
going to quadruple our listener base.
We probably are, yeah.
We'll hit double digits.
All right, so everyone in the room, let's give Drifter a round of applause
Yes.
for letting us host.
Thank you.
Okay, well, should we get started on this movie?
Yeah, let the hammer drop,
Yes.
I guess.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, well, we're going to do our IT wizardry stuff
Yeah.
here. Be amazed at our tech savvy.
So, dear listener, you can watch this on YouTube, where all good movies go to last.
YouTube's been getting actually a lot of like free to stream without ads or with ads or just people not really caring about copyright stuff. So a number of our episodes are actually available on YouTube right now.
They are.
Not all of them are bad episodes either.
It'll also ask you if you want to have the YouTube like Prime trial every time you use the app. So
Every time.
every
You always
time.
hit no.
Yeah, no.
So let's do the usual count
All right. We're going to edit this out and post.
in. Woo! All right, yep.
Ready?
So was that the Constantine film?
Yeah.
All right. So we're watching the YouTube stream of this tonight, and if anybody else is watching and listening along at home, we're just as the Constantine logo has started to kind of flow into the screen. So if you're going to watch and listen along with us, press play now. All right, Roger Corman presents. Here we go, folks. Hey, is this the first time to Drifter for anyone? Is this anyone's first time? Oh, a lot of hands.
Oh, good.
Good, welcome.
Is this the first time that you've seen this movie?
That's going to be a lot more hands.
A lot of hands. A lot of hands.
We have a no. All right. Us either.
You poor bastard.
I've seen this more times than I've seen most movies. So we had some pretty epic John Williams-esque soundtrack here and some
Yeah.
space shots. Anyone here an astrophysicist by chance? No? Okay. I was hoping you probably could identify some of these things,
Yeah.
constellations, galaxies, whatever, but whatever. Yeah.
So, we'll bring up now. There is a
Turn that
free
down a
on
little
YouTube about an hour and a half documentary about this movie. So if you watch it,
It's on Amazon Prime.
or Amazon Prime, there you go, and you want to find out more about it, you should. The three of us have watched it, and it's actually far more interesting than it should be. The music in this movie is actually pretty good.
In a few spots, yeah, it's
Yeah.
actually excellent, which I was surprised
And
to.
so it turns out
40-piece orchestra.
Yeah.
a 40-piece orchestra that was paid for by the people who wanted to do it. They shelled out like $12,000 extra
Of their
dollars
own money.
of their own money to record the music for this movie.
In contrast to this opening crawl, which was apparently done by a 2-piece box of crayons.
Space.
So there's a lot of the space type imagery here.
While
Which-
we're doing this, let's
Yeah.
talk about the beer.
Let's talk about the beer.
There you go.
What are we drinking?
So I went and got this from Two Doors Down, and I felt really bad because apparently there's creamer in this beer, and
From
it took
Urban
about
Rest.
a half hour to fill the growler. So, oops. But this is a Czech dark beer, which is Ken's and then 2 Czech words that I'm not going to try. So
Yeah.
Fair.
it is from Urban Rest. It's very good, and that will tie in also that after the show, not you, listener, but
Yeah.
everyone else here. We are going to walk over to Urban Rest
And have beer.
and have some beer.
Yeah, we can,
Yes.
and we can go talk about this movie some more.
Yeah. Real quick audience poll. Can you guys hear the movie and us okay? Anything need to go up, down? You guys good? All right, let's check. No, you do not. I can tell you the answer to that question.
This
So-
is not the worst movie we've done, though.
No,
It
no.
is
By
not.
far.
Olesa-san is a real person. That is not a pen name.
Yeah.
He's
It's
the
not a
brother of
pseudonym.
Fidel either.
Yeah. Time for some science.
Having flashbacks to Fisher 135 at Michigan Tech.
So, go up again. So this guy gets real turnt about science.
Yeah. I mean, have you ever known a physics teacher who didn't get real turned about science?
So,
We get it, Reed. You have extra credits. Shut up.
I have never been in a college classroom that's had the giant boards. Have
Oh,
you
really?
guys?
They still had them at Michigan Tech.
Did they?
Yeah. They
Lebanon
also had
State,
they
too.
also had the projectors, but they did have the big chalkboards still.
Okay. That's because I went to school for not real things.
Look at
Not real science.
Look at these glorious chalk strokes.
Yeah.
That's a man with purpose.
So to this day, it's unknown how exactly this movie got leaked. How it got leaked to like home video is the director probably went to go get some copies made, and one kind of made its way out from there. But how it actually got to him is still unknown.
Right.
So this is our MacGuffin. There is a comet that is going to be coming through the atmosphere of the Earth, and it's going to cause
Science.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird science, but without the scantily clad lady.
Or the Oingo Boingo soundtrack.
Look at him. I feel like a few White Claws deep, you'd find this guy dry humping a plasma ball at a party. I don't know.
Do not let that man loose in Spencer's gifts. So here we have Joseph Culp as Victor Doom and Alex Hyde-White as Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards. Pretty obvious that Joseph Culp would be replaced by Benedict Cumberbatch.
Made nowadays.
Yeah, looks like a combination of Benedict Cumberbatch and Bruce Campbell.
Benedict Campbellbatch.
Yeah.
Giggity. Keeping it classy. I cut that sexual tension with a knife.
Yep.
There. Oh, they almost made contact.
Yep. So these two actually did bond in real life, as they're both sons of like moderately famous British actors. So they brought a lot of that chemistry to the roles. And here we have some goons.
Yes.
Enter the goons.
Yeah.
All right. This is one of the problems I have with this movie.
Yeah.
So
We're
if
opening
you're-
on Mrs. Storm's boarding house.
Yes. And Mrs. Storm isn't Sue Storm.
Yeah.
It is Susan Storm's mother. Here we see a Ben Grimm played by Michael Bailey Smith with a very young Johnny Storm.
I didn't do any digging. Is this a real game? Is
I
this
don't-
Oh
familiar
God,
to
no!
anyone?
I don't think so.
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so either. Just checking.
It's like the same animation, like being repeated. So
He's just really bad at games.
blah 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 blah.
So
Colossus is
oh,
the name of
Jesus!
he,
Oh yeah!
he just Kramered his way into this house.
Okay. After my giant friend fucking clobbered you.
Oh, that was him who clobbered her.
Yeah.
Oh, right, fair,
Yeah.
right. Memory of a goldfish.
So there's a little bit of an age gap at this point in the movie between Susan and Reed,
Yeah.
but she has the hots for him in a way that only a young
This-
woman in the 90s can.
Yeah. With all that denim.
So much of the sets in this movie were reused from the movie
Other Corman? Yeah.
other Corman films, specifically the movie Carnosaur. If you've seen that,
That was his Jurassic Park.
yeah, I.
It looks like
suppose.
it. Bit of a stretch. We'll allow it.
Ryan, as the resident
Yeah.
electrical engineer, can you explain what they're doing?
Making terrible acting choices.
Okay.
I very much feel like Zordon would be in this shot somewhere.
Fantastics.
Rolling in. So, for preferences, this movie I would rather watch than the new ones.
Yes, yes.
We can
actually,
get into
yes.
that discussion about
we'll
whether
wrap that
this
up a little bit.
this may be the
later.
best Fantastic Four movie of the four that are out there. Suspenseful sciences and such.
So I do appreciate they take the time to make these two friends
Yeah.
like they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And you can actually see it like a genuine friendship between them.
It makes the drama a little bit later have actual impact.
Yes. Well,
Well, relatively speaking.
yeah.
So while this science is happening, what are you guys thinking of this beer so far?
I think this is lovely.
Yes. You can really taste the cream in it. It gives it a
Mhm.
good body.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good sweetness to it, too.
This
Here,
is
have
the
some more.
comet passing
Yep.
or an outdoor rave.
Yeah.
Me?
So now there's just, some ominous, weird flashing lights. Obviously, this isn't the best quality of film that we've watched as far as, visually from the capture. But based off of some of the VHS captures I've seen of it, this is loads better. Some good use of some stock sound effects here.
I buckle up for these effects, folks.
Yeah.
And though you won't believe me when I say this isn't the worst of it.
No,
Yeah.
there's way worse. But they're better at the same time.
Yeah.
Correct.
Ben
So-
Grimm just instinctively knows something's wrong here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he was paying attention in science class, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His pebble sense was tingling.
Gonna get blasted so hard, it's gonna knock him to another studio.
He wishes.
So, science explosion happens.
Yeah.
There's lightning. There's so much flashing lights. You think you're watching a David Lynch film. That joke was for you, Claire.
So this is what happens if you actually plug a USB in the wrong way. That's why they don't let you do it.
So Ben Grimm comes in and just linebackers him. Linebackers Doom out of the
Right.
lightning.
Yes, Terry Tate. Yeah. Whoever said that. Luckily, Ben Grimm is non-conductive, so the electricity did not continue through him.
Yeah.
Womp.
Science makes you very dirty.
One of the things we've talked about is the difference between like what the male physique is expected to be in 90s
Yeah.
superhero movies compared to the modern day superhero movies, and Ben Grimm's the one person who breaks that. He
Yeah.
actually looks like someone who belongs in
Who
like
could be
a
cast,
current day
yeah.
Marvel movie.
Yeah. Michael Bailey Smith is too big for the Thing costume they made.
Right.
So you'll be treated to a shirtless version of him in good time. So please just bear your patience. But
Oh, God. Dr. Dave Navarro will see you now. That's just a catering cart. It's got food in
yeah.
it.
That doctor is so creepy.
Looks like a Marv from Home Alone, and if his life went a different direction.
I would just assume a doctor who talks like that is taking home all the dead bodies.
And who's this guy on the left?
It's the other goon.
The other goon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we ever establish the goon names in this movie?
No, I don't think so. Let's come up with names.
All right.
Or do
We
you,
can
anyone
poll
in the
the
audience?
audience, yeah.
Officer
Officer
Stubbs.
Stubbs.
Sergeant Tibbs.
Yikes. But also approve.
Yeah.
The movie never established quite why the goons kidnap Victor, though.
Well, I think they're his lackeys.
Oh, they're actually okay.
Yeah, like you've seen Venture Brothers, how
Yeah,
Barrett
that's
Winterblight
true.
has that
Yeah,
lackey at
Lackey.
college.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you see them later. So
No, I mean, I yeah.
yeah. A decade later. So there's a bunch of like close little nods to Fantastic Four,
Oh,
like the
boy.
Baxter Building where they
That
live.
is a spaceship, by the way.
Designed by Charles Foss by the looks of it.
And he has a see-through iMac.
Mm-hmm.
And a vial of ooze from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
This is one of the Carnosaur sets.
Yep.
I don't care how futuristic those chairs look. They do not look comfortable.
Mm-hmm. That chair had a panic attack when that man sat in it.
Yep.
Do we need more? Do you guys need more movie volume? I know I'm breaking immersion here. You guys good? Okay. You can't hear the movie? All right.
Yeah. I mean, that could just be like the poor audio of this movie. Like it's not leveled at all.
That's right.
So
Is that any better, audience? Cool.
cool.
That was just a play to drown us out so they didn't have to listen to us anymore.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Good move. What? That's where any sane parent slams the door and calls the cops.
No.
Yeah. So in the 10 years since the science disaster happened, Reed got rich through science, got a grant, and now he's going to space.
Yes.
And he's bringing people who know nothing about astrophysics or spaceflight
To
into
space.
space. With the confidence that only a rich white man can have.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, Reed's really getting it from Lou Faux Rigno there, man.
Boo.
Boo.
Are you booing your own joke?
Yes.
I've done worse.
So here we have Jay Underwood as Johnny Storm, who, if you've ever seen Uncle Buck with John Candy, played Bug, the creepy beret wearing boyfriend.
Yeah, so this part of the script may have been from Roy Moore. We're not sure yet. I don't know.
This
Yeah, this is
the
not
age
great.
difference is bizarre in this movie.
It's uncomfortable.
It's a really uncomfortable choice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
time moves faster for Sue Storm.
So they haven't gotten to it yet, but the plot of going to space is to fly up and get revenge on the comet for killing Doom.
That's not even a joke.
Directly, it's not a joke. No, but weird.
Well, the story behind this production was Roger Corman got a call in September and said, "Hey, can you start making a Fantastic Four movie by December?" And he's like, "Yeah, we
All
can
right,
do
sir."
that."
So they just got their name from Mrs. Storm.
Here come the goons in black.
This is an awesome shot. That's a level of cheese I appreciate.
Yeah. So, James, you were telling us an interesting fact about armored cars.
I couldn't actually
Verify?
this.
Okay.
No.
What was the fact?
The fact that someone told me, and
The
I can't
alleged
verify it,
fact.
the alleged fact is that some level of armored trucks actually aren't armored. That they just like visually mod them to look armored, and hopefully, if you rob one, it's not that, or it's those ones.
So here we have the first glimpse of the jeweler, who is rather out of place in this movie. He looks like he belongs more in a Batman 66 episode. But,
or a Dickens novel.
Or a Dickens novel, yeah. More on him later.
Hey.
Oh, look at this. Awesome.
Surprise beers.
So Ben just bumped into some woman on the stairs and sent her sculpture crashing to the floor and destroying it. He is apologizing now.
Yep. And she is blind and is doing the old face feely thing. And she's like, "Whoa, you're really hot."
She's disappointed he's not Lionel Richie.
I really am sorry. Just shoves her down the rest of the stairs.
Yep. Oh yeah, your life's work. Sorry about that. Yeah. Our beer tastes a lot like coffee. How does your guys' beer taste?
Yeah, what are you guys drinking?
Oh, Blue Sky.
Blue Sky from Riffenkraw. Excellent. So and here we have the sewer leprechaun again.
Yep.
This feels so just jarringly out of place with
Yeah.
the rest of this flick.
So the jeweler is not an actual Fantastic Four character. Originally, they wanted to have the Mole Man, who was like I think Fantastic Four fought in their very first issue way back in the 60s, but they didn't actually have the rights to him. So they're like, okay, keep the big nose and the living underground thing, remove the glasses, and
Add a
put a
jewel-
hat on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give him a steampunk jeweler's thing.
All right. Listen to how these goons talk.
They have a great theme, though. This is modern day casting: Joe Pesci and Sacha Baron Cohen.
Right.
All right, I need geologists in the crowd. Can
Yeah,
you
what are we
explain this
looking at
giant
here?
diamond?
I still think this is just the bottom of his old fish tank.
Flooring?
All right.
Fluorite?
All right.
Calcite. The cancer to your problems.
Yeah. So again, going to use large misshapen diamond to get revenge on a comet.
With the help of Duke Nukem's kid brother on the right there, I guess. Even that crystal is uncomfortable with how terrible the scene is. It's like, get me out of this shot, guys. Set me free.
Wait a second. This movie has a giant crystal that's going to be used to power a laser, just like Batman and Robin did.
O.M. Gob. The Good Brews Bad Views Extended Universe continues to grow.
Yep.
Not quite sure what the purpose of this room he's in is, but
It's a hip hop music video
Yeah.
set.
Woof.
It was never implied that anyone wasn't with
Yeah.
Reed.
Yeah, when did anyone question the allegiances of these people?
Do you want to go to space? Yeah, sure. Let's go to
Yeah, let's
space.
go to space.
Okay. Scene over.
Take these 2 orphans, go to space.
They have a mom.
But still, though.
It's a boarding school.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, God.
So many quick time events to get through that laser trap. All right, let's do Ghost, but just have it be with one person.
Budget constraints. Also, take away her sight.
They couldn't afford to spin it.
Yeah.
The jeweler just has free access wherever he sees.
I guess.
I imagine he has a rather profound, large ring of keys that he can just use to get wherever he wants.
Well, while this guy just kind of creeps around here, how's the food, everybody? Anybody snacking back there?
Yeah.
Seeing a lot of thumbs up, some applause. All right.
And to be clear, that's like round 1 of food.
Yeah,
So if there's
don't
like
be
not
shy.
a lot,
Please
please
eat
take
food.
it so then they bring more.
Yes.
Yeah.
More is coming.
Yes.
I broke keto for it. It's delicious.
All right, Claire broke keto for it. You'll have to have some.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm starting to wonder where that guy keeps his keys. 'Cause I heard some jingling just then, and I'm very concerned about where they
Oh,
were.
you know he's got a very big pocket.
Okay. Good talk, boss.
Yep.
Yeah.
Of the few redeeming qualities in this movie, the cheesiness and the theatrics of Doom is really fun for me. I really, really enjoy it.
Speaking of cheesiness and theatrics, buckle up.
Also, yes.
Yeah. That's just a shot from Leprechaun.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
He's like the leprechaun crossed with the Wishmaster.
His feet crossed those lines multiple times, and they just were like, whatever, go with
Yeah.
We got one take.
it. Yep. Yeah.
Us-
They're just watching Michael Jackson music videos.
Super close shot of Doom's eye.
Doom's got very good facial recognition technology.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah. It's all a question. What's the point?
So
Wait,
the,
alright.
the guy, the actor who plays Doom,
What are the odds?
yeah,
So yes, the jeweler stole the giant misshapen diamond and put a fake giant misshapen diamond.
Identical, yeah. So now Doom is seeing that that's going to doom the Fantastic Four's expedition to space.
Yep. Who's he talking to? Who's?
Doom speaks with Doom. He consults only with Doom.
Sounds right.
So Doom's voice is going to modulate differently because they made him record with the mask on in some of the shots,
Yeah.
and then they allowed him to go back and overdub.
Yeah.
So at times you just won't be able to understand him, and
Yeah, because they were like, "Oh no, you sound fine.
Yeah.
You sound fine," and he's like, "No."
that is not that spaceship.
Yeah.
That's the actual space shuttle.
Ba-ba-ba-bum, bum, bum, ba-bum, bum, ba-ba-ba-bum, bum.
Look, the score's good here, though. That's an instance of Space Pen, everyone.
90s space pen.
Gross.
Again, they're going to space to get revenge on the comet.
Right.
Yep.
Revenge me. Did someone just ask how do they know what they're doing?
Yeah.
Valid question.
We're in the Space Force, not the Navy.
Space Force.
This is their science laser.
Yeah, they're gonna shoot it with real intense science, focused science. Also gross.
Yes.
Behold.
Now it's a very angry rock.
It's not green. That's how you know it's bad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's red.
He means the movie, not the spaceship.
If Star Trek has taught us anything, there is not enough shaking to be in this much peril.
Right.
Yeah.
Someone injected 2001: A Space Odyssey for a couple seconds here.
They're gonna show you every single person in this spaceship.
Yeah.
By the way,
Just pad that clock.
just in case you were
Yeah,
concerned,
because
that
you
one
as
of them wasn't hit by the rays.
Yeah.
Still going.
They really got to pad that full-length runtime, man. Just drop some glitter and shine a flashlight on it. Screw it. Best edit ever.
Yeah. I like to imagine Doom was watching that entire thing on some sort of Doom camera.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome matte painting.
Dude rules from inside of a pinball machine. So,
The Girl Gang is an audience today. They're planning to
Yeah.
take over the podcast once again.
We were debating the pros and cons of stealing. There's a spare mic.
it's
If you want to jump in, it's on.
So, the Fantastic Four has crashed.
So yeah, Fantastic Four has crashed in the moors of England, it looks like.
But is it?
Who can say?
Yeah.
Also,
GPS wasn't invented yet.
He's gonna lift the cardboard that the
Yeah.
spaceship was made out of him.
I mean, it's Ben Grimm. He probably could lift it, even if it wasn't.
Yeah.
So, believe it or not, Stan the Man Lee apparently did visit the set for this
couple
movie
times,
a couple
yeah.
times. He brought donuts once, allegedly, and did say to Michael Bailey Smith, "You are what I envisioned for Ben Grimm." So this movie takes a lot of the visual cues from the old '60s Stan Lee, Jack Kirby designs and looks. So, and
Yeah.
later Stan Lee was like, "Oh no, this Fantastic Four movie, I had nothing to say about it. It's going to be terrible." Blah 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 blah. Denied any positive things he had to
Yeah,
say.
he canceled that real fast. Yeah, what is
They
going
do.
on with these suits?
Short sleeve spacesuit.
Is that a space shawl? Maybe it's the resolution. I don't know. That's a legit question.
Way to kill the vibe.
Yeah. Thanks, Reed. Huh? Who's it?
Yeah.
We broke Claire.
That is about
Unrelated.
as good as the fire effects get in this movie. Just
Also, they heard a voice, a disembodied voice.
Who knows? We can't see her. I wonder why.
yeah.
Yeah, look at those effects.
She's fading in like a dream sequence.
That
For 94, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, how else are you gonna do like an invisibility power
Yeah,
thing?
it's fine.
look at it. Look at it.
Look at
Look
it!
at it. So the arm stretch effect is very uncomfortable and weird. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go die. Bye. Looking like Brian Regan in that shot, man.
Johnny Storm's face is all of our faces right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So this is part of the imagery that made it to the posters, the promotional posters for this movie.
Yeah.
It's kind of a cool shot.
Yeah.
The music, though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like listen.
Yeah.
I will remember this soundtrack more than I will remember any Marvel movie made in the past 12 years.
Mm-hmm. Thunk. So it's nighttime. Looks like Reed just launched a distress flare that looks like it had the same budget this movie did.
Couldn't but real flares were not affordable.
We're all adults, Reed. You can just say you pooped.
Wah.
So is the campfire still going, or is Johnny's fly just down? I don't know.
He's not Ghost Rider. Speaking of Nick Cage, did you hear that he's going to star in a movie where he's playing himself?
Yes.
Yes.
So that's in our future, probably.
Probably.
Let's just stop him right. Let's just hand him the Oscar right now, you guys. Nobody else need apply. Marijuana. What is?
Forgot how to be angry.
Is that how humans get angry? Is that what they look like?
What should we do, Reed?
Oh God.
What should we do? First thing we're gonna do is get some rest. I think some of us need it.
And continue to act your hearts out.
Yeah, act.
That's what you need to do.
Acting. So this scene is about 47 times longer than it needs to be.
Are you talking about the movie?
Also, yes.
Yeah. One thing I will say about the acting is you get the sense that they're actually trying.
yeah.
cared.
So So we're punching a lot. Like it's bad, but it feels genuine. If that makes any sense. This is a weird scene.
Again, like David Lynch visual.
So Johnny has a flame in his hand, and it's kind of growing, and he starts to hear weird voices and shit. Is that Doom cackling?
I think so.
It sounds like it, yeah.
It's gonna start talking backwards, and jazz music's gonna start playing.
Hold me. You have 50 more years of cuddling experience than I do.
Ben Grimm's like, wow, really dodged some bullets there.
Yeah.
So no one was like flipping. Oh, never mind. Yes. More Doom.
There's a reason that they haven't shown the rest of Doom in close-up yet.
That is some good cosplay level costume.
I'm just now understanding why it would not be easy to shoot any sort of CGI with him, because he's 90% green. This would be a bunch of floating metal hands flailing around.
So this is one of those scenes where they made him go through the mask.
Doom out!
Did you pee a little? I peed a little.
Nah. He loves me more.
The weather.
Yeah.
Making it weird.
Yeah, that's a totally normal thing to do.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
We're doing this.
that happened.
Come on in, it's open.
So this is... I would want this guy to deliver everything to me.
Based off the hat alone.
Yeah. Really based on hat choice.
There's not enough like interesting hats in in circulation these days.
Mhm. So,
these were used for the helmet fittings, right?
That's right.
so she's sculpting the memorial to the 4 people who appear to have died in the space travel. The Fantastic
Because
Four.
apparently they need full head busts.
Yeah, for their weird buckets that they wore.
No. For whatever like memorial thing
Yeah.
that they're going to have. Usually, they just do like a picture, but
Mhm.
no. Full on sculpture of everyone.
Mhm. So, given that they were shooting in just like an abandoned warehouse, kind of, that might not have been on purpose. That might have been accidental cat screeching.
Yeah. So we're now in the Jeweler's Cave, which has more citizens than Doctor Doom's country.
Yeah.
Just listen to the way this guy talks.
I'm just. What is happening? So we're all just kind of mesmerized by this guy.
Yep. That's why we're not talking. He is acting his heart out.
We've got some karaoke action from the crowd here. It's very good.
Yep.
Ugh.
More harpsichord needs. There should be more harpsichord in general in today's day and age.
Hmm.
Okay.
Oh, is she
6
gonna
out of
get
10.
Even weirder with these statues.
Ugh, 4. Dutch angle. Way to establish levity in film.
Hmm.
There are so many goons in this building.
Mm-hmm. Replete with goons.
It's a feature. They put it on the brochure.
Oh, so you think they disclose that when people are coming through? 2 bedroom, 1 bath. There's a sizable
goons.
goon population.
An abundance
in the
of
area.
goons.
Oh no, the hot one died.
Well,
Yeah, isn't Braille read the opposite way? Oh. We got Braille facts.
so something this movie did was not factually accurate. I'm tracking. Get out of here. I was just to sculpt someone's member.
Yeah, she. Definitely
How many
takes that one
goons does
goon
it
out.
take to abduct a blind woman?
It's it's inversely proportional to the ability of the goons, right?
Well, yeah.
They all needed to make the same call, I guess. Ah. Cosby in a can.
Not-
No.
So this is where it does veer into Batman 67 territory, right? Goons show up and use
Knockout gas.
spray. Yeah.
That's what I said. All right, weirdo, move along.
Oh, Zack
Oh,
Snyder's favorite
God.
part of the movie.
We need more blue. Again, the score. This rules. The music rules here. I think it's very good.
It's a very good, like, The Army is Coming soundtrack.
It's very marchable. I do not know what that look meant, and I don't
We're
want
safe
to know.
now. Okay, drive. Just get there already.
That was plot relevant driving, Max. We needed to see every step that they drove.
We're reviewing the first interview briefing. I have a jet waiting about 2 clicks from here. I'd just like to get on
Johnny is literally excited about every single thing. Yes.
So Ben Grimm has changed into the Thing.
Yep.
It is. Hey.
This mask has a lot of articulation, actually.
Yeah,
It's-
you'll see
it's
it throughout the
surprising.
For
Got
as
the-
cringy as a lot of the dub work can be, the costume itself and the articulation in the mask is awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
whole bunch of servos. They only had one of them, so they had to make sure this one costume lasted.
Yes.
Right. They had like they had two masks. So one that's for like crashing through walls and fight scenes, and then the other mask to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Those teeth make me uncomfortable though.
Yeah.
Man, I'm pretty.
Yeah.
He's a metaphor for the existence of this whole movie.
His lips can do more than my entire body can by the way they're moving.
You cannot set us up like that, Max. Comments?
I now. I'm not gonna live that one down anytime soon.
Love you, buddy.
So as Max said earlier, the actor in the Thing suit is a different actor than the guy who actually plays Ben Grimm.
Mhm.
Yep.
And he's like 6 inches shorter.
Yeah.
You have been placed in isolation until we can determine the cause of
It
your.
looks like if David Cross had his mustache shaved off.
I'm going to need to take blood samples,
So.
although I'm not quite sure how we're going to do that.
So, the four Fantastic are being held in isolation chambers right now, sort of, and they're going to be examined by science folks.
Yep.
We need to learn how this happened. Oh. Hashtag comedy.
Yep.
Yes. Big fires?
Downtown?
No, little things like
Arson, you know.
explain this to me, maybe demonstrate how
Something-
it works.
Going on in the Amazon? I don't know.
Concentrate on a part of my body, like,
Move.
you know, like my hand, and then just.
Eyebrows. Oh, that fire effect.
I mean, it might look a little better if the film wasn't terribly.
The fire
terrible.
over his hand looks pretty good, but when it comes back to the doctor and it's this generic orange circle around
Oh,
him,
Okay,
it's a little
fair
much.
enough.
Miss Storm, you don't break things or explode.
I like that the doc has PTSD at this point. Oof. Can we not do that smile?
You can't not look creepy and have that giant doctor lens thingy on top of your head.
Concur.
It seems like a mirror.
Mm-hmm. Oh, now you're just being mischievous. What?
Ow.
Doc just got startled and stabbed himself.
Take your own blood.
That's actually funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woof. Doom Castle.
Plot twist.
They're actually captured. He wears that cloak very well.
He does. He wears the fuck out of that cloak. So Doom is not real up to speed on personal bubbles.
Yeah.
He's just checking out his teeth. He's the dentist. What are they the doctors for?
Right.
Yeah.
He's also a masseuse, by the
Yeah.
way.
Again, for all the cheese, his delivery is so good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be gushing over Doom a lot.
Yep.
Please don't elaborate on that joke I just made by accident. Stop touching me.
That had to be some of the stage direction, like, right? Like, just be okay. He's just going to touch you, like, a lot.
Yeah.
You must be green. Green and afternoon papers. Sort from the corporation.
This is one of those scenes where he's just mumbling away.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Dr. Doom wants to steal all their powers and put them in his body to become a Super Doom or something like that.
Goons.
With Goon Tunes. Nah. Opposing factions of goons just skittering around the streets.
Yes.
The brochure said there were goons in the neighborhood. I do not see any.
These two really are just the worst goons.
Yeah.
Where were they hiding?
In trash cans.
Have you ever tried to move a metal trash can without making sound? It's impossible.
This is true.
About here flowers would be infinitely preferable.
That seems unlikely.
They will make it worth his while. Very worth his while.
Goons, goons, goons. Is there any more of that beer left?
Yeah. You got beer?
You guys have it.
Again, the movie's just emulating the audience at this point.
Yeah.
No phones, no television, no nothing, huh? Patients here were prisoners.
Hey, Johnny, forget about it.
What do you think, Ben?
We're out of chairs.
I like that Ben's like,
What the hell do you want?
I have way worse problems than that right now, buddy.
We're contagious. You wanted to know what the other
Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe stay here a lot longer until we find out what's wrong.
Yeah, because they still think they're in actual doctor hands right now, right?
Yes. They haven't decided to break out yet.
Why don't they let us help ourselves?
Got some
Stop
weed
channeling
from the
Shatner.
downstairs.
Look, I say we go for it, huh? I mean, what do we got to lose?
Johnny, come on. We're either all in this together.
We're either all in this together, or we get rid of the gross rock guy.
He's
I
really.
don't know.
crit-
Fantastic 3 does have a ring to it. What do you
Yeah.
think?
The diamond is not for sale at any price.
Neither are our Lucky Charms.
Dude, what kind of marshmallows would you find in the sewer leprechaun's Lucky Charms?
Radioactive waste barrel.
Goof.
A rat.
Mm-hmm.
An alligator.
Mm-hmm. Assorted human body parts.
Sure.
She will be. When she realizes we are alike, outcasts in this world. But
What movie is this?
so, you have your answer now. Leave.
We cannot do that. You will not sell us to that. We will have no choice but to take.
Ah!
Oh!
Twist!
I have no idea how these guys thought this was going to turn out. Yeah.
They're not good goons.
No,
they're
they're
good at
the
like
worst
secreting
goons.
away bodies, but not shooting things. Apparently,
Pretty soon.
and they were brought down here at gunpoint. So
Boss, that the diamond is not for sale. Period. If you come back again,
I will recite more Shakespeare to you.
That is a blunderbuss.
It's
Yes.
a blunderbuss.
At first, I'm like, is that a shoehorn?
Sewer trash weapons, man.
Yeah. Could you imagine like being sent on a mission by a supervillain and then getting chased off by a bunch of homeless people while they
a
laugh at you
blunderbuss?
with a blunderbuss?
Yeah.
consultation.
But Dr. Doom, they had muzzle loaders. We could not do anything against that power bot.
And now he does the sewer people's interpretive dance. Bang, bang.
Compose yourself. You talk to boss now.
Stakes are too high. I'll handle
Like
this.
CBD and beef?
Stay where you are. I'll be there by nightfall tomorrow.
He'll be there by night court tomorrow? Keeps a good TV schedule.
Yeah.
That painting, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that a King of Hearts?
I believe so.
It's supposed to be some weird, like, reads the leader, so he has. a
Who's
king.
ready for the world's greatest fight scene?
Okay. So. Yeah.
So doctors came in to try to take blood, and they beat them up and stole their clothes.
Yeah.
And then they act like actual doctors here because this is what they do. They sneak around.
Yeah.
You get
No one will find this suspicious.
I mean, when you're at the doctor's office, you're always in the little room. You never know what they're doing in those hallways.
Right.
That may be why you wait so long, because they have to sneak.
sneak everywhere.
Yeah. Like, why bother?
Well, yeah, that maybe disables the goon.
There you go.
They've grasped the idea of disguises very well. Immediately take the hood off.
Yeah.
Hey, so sis, I guess fighting with me as a kid finally paid off, huh?
You're still alive, so I didn't quite achieve my goal.
This might just give us the answers we're looking for.
Imagine that's all in Cyrillic.
Mm-hmm.
What language is this?
Blurry.
Yeah.
Blurrinese. Enhance.
Even Dr. Doom doesn't have the zoom and enhance power. Very old laptop.
So these are all like VHS rips of VHS rips
Yeah.
that someone then uploaded to the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The quality is subpar.
He completed the hacking minigame.
This is how one sneaks.
Yeah.
Here's the different mask.
Yep.
Yeah.
And here,
Here is the same set as before, but
Yep.
just painted gray.
Yes.
once again, the Carnosaur set.
The world's largest 9-volt battery.
It powers 4 boomboxes. One giant smoke detector.
Is it?
Get ready for some acting.
Duke?
Die, supreme and beloved monarch.
We're just going to absorb this monologue.
Visit us sometime for vacation. Bring the king.
Waiting for that applause.
Yep.
No, 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 no. I have not even started.
I think this is one of the scenes where they didn't fix the dialogue.
Yeah,
They
it's
did not.
unintelligible here.
Who asked you, you overgrown tin can?
Ooh.
Burger ferns.
So in the GBBV headcanon, Christopher Nolan saw this and he was like, "Yes, Bane."
Bane. Yeah. This is Proto Bane.
Yeah.
For you.
The voguing will begin soon.
Yeah.
Does he have a stress ball that none of us can see? What's going on there?
I like even Doom's like, oh, oh.
Literally nothing.
Very painful bitter. I hope would not confiscate.
Mm-hmm.
As I was dead, your value to me remains the same.
Okay, bye.
Yep. I'm getting about half of what he's saying.
Yeah, it's not coming through great. So he stands around that corner and does not move.
Yeah.
By the way.
Sends in his hoodie squad.
Yep.
Hup, 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 hup.
And now you have some NPCs from Perfect Dark.
Yeah. What do you guys think he's gonna say? Guesses? Oof.
But none of that CGI. All of his mouth moving is actually servos.
Yeah.
Yeah. The practicality looks real good.
Yeah.
Also, "Let's get fantastic" was what was floated from the crowd. Points for that.
We have discount Trench Run from Star Wars as the soundtrack now.
There you go. Yeah.
Ah! Thanks for traveling Thing Air.
Do you think Dr. Doom has good health care?
No.
I doubt it. I mean, he does employ doctors, though.
Those are the only deaths in the movie.
Yeah. Oof. Some actual action, though. I mean,
Yeah.
for the first time, more or less. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Why didn't the second one stop?
Yeah. Everyone else is doing something, and Reed Richards is playing pranks from middle school.
Yeah. Just one more concussion to dole out. Look at the strut. He's like, yeah.
He's walking in like Vince McMahon in WWE.
Yeah. Hey, look, I told you, he was right there. Right around the corner.
What happened?
Wait for it. I just noticed that building had all fours on the address, and I'm very annoyed.
Yeah.
All right, we need to do a thing situation here.
I stuck him in the blue room.
All right. How many laws can I dig up to prove that this relationship isn't weird?
I just wanted to say that.
Oof.
Never come to this. I mean, even if
So Sue and Reed are having a moment, allegedly.
Yeah, this is like the slowest part of the movie. So.
Did we get some really unnecessary exposition here soon?
Oh yeah, we get the needless logic section of the movie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Beat it, dummy.
Yep.
why am I always so shy?
Yes. In a universe where no one has an internal monologue.
Blah 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 blah.
So Reed's working up to a revelation here where the implication is all of their powers are tied to some little personality flaw or quirk that they all have.
The worst revelation.
It's bad.
Yeah, we don't need it.
That phone, though. Right?
I've always stretched myself thin all the time trying to take care of everything. Once too many things.
Ben got hit in the head with a rock once.
Yeah.
You've always relied too much on brute strength.
Right.
Yeah.
We know one thing from the blood test.
A bit of a stretch.
I think Colossus has touched our psyche.
Did that pen survive the crash? Was that the space pen?
No, that's blood.
That's blood.
Oh,
It's made us feel that the worst
I want a space pen.
Yeah.
Holy Freud, Batman, I think you're right.
Holy Freud Batman.
That's a character I'd watch.
Freud Batman?
Freud Batman?
I do appreciate that since this is an old rip, we still get to see the cigarette burns on the.
Oh, on the real changes?
real
Yeah.
changes.
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Yeah. And I don't care.
Yeah, because they're like, well, why is he a giant rock?
You can all live normal lives.
And that is the tragedy of the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Is
Ben.
everyone else can be like, flame on or flame off or da-da-da.
So
Now
the actual actor would be like, what, another 6 inches taller than this guy?
About.
Yeah.
I'll give you that shit.
It's weird because they made the suit to the stunt double like before they actually cast the actor who was playing Ben
Yeah.
Grimm. So
Which is interesting how you get a stunt double before you have an actor.
yeah, I believe he was part of Corman's production studio, so he'd worked with him frequently. So it's one of those like, okay, yeah, you're going to be in it.
But if you need a
you're
stunt
pretty
double,
big.
you need someone who looks like the person, though.
Unless you don't see them.
Yeah.
This
But like body shape.
isn't the stunt double, though.
Yeah. Was that like the writer or something?
It's the casting director.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the suit.
So this is just like guerrilla filming of being like, we're just going onto the streets and just filming stuff with no permit or permission or anything like that.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's serious. Look at the frames.
Yeah.
Why?
It's Obi-Wan Thingnobi.
And this is where the thing goes back in time about 55 years to.
Buddy, you can't be hanging around back here.
I'm not looking for trouble.
We're not looking to give any, man. Look, you gotta move, all right? Get walking.
Look, all I want
Dude, this fry cook is going places. He is motivated.
He's going to be assistant manager in no time.
Yeah. Assistant to the regional manager.
Good way to frame him that he's supposed to be very big.
Yeah.
I'm Thingman. I would say the Thing suit is almost as good as like the Ninja Turtles.
It's about at the same
Yeah.
same range. Yeah. It's certainly better than these.
Yeah. I mean, she said that she made them,
Yeah.
so you could excuse that they're shitty costumes because she made them in like half an hour.
But, I mean, you got to give her credit that they
Good
can
point, Jamie.
stretch to infinity and also be on fire and not burn. So
Yeah, that's fair.
she's very adept.
We are the Fantastic Four, remember?
I mean, she's no Edna Mode.
No capes!
That also is like the best Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah. And then cut to Ben covered in a bunch of used needles. This movie gets dark.
Welcome, my friend. We offer you no harm.
Except, the permanent nightmares now.
You have to be okay with my creepy long fingernails.
These are the ever-present goons.
Oh, he has the little flower from when he did the abduction earlier.
I didn't notice that.
Look
All
at
right.
that. Yeah.
See, you pick things up on the third time you watch this movie. He's like, well, I guess
Is
I've
the
let on
shot
to the
over?
garbage people now.
Was he supposed to do that?
I'll take you home.
While I don't believe you, I'm still going to follow you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now to some blue for the news.
Never felt like an outcast.
What are you wearing?
She looks like vaguely Eastern European with that getup.
It's sewer chic.
That was good, Ryan.
Please let me go home.
also emulating the audience.
Oh, you can keep me tied up for the rest of my life, but I will never learn to be your queen. Never.
So are people just flushing crowns and stuff down the drain? What is going on here?
Family, so fascinating what I've ever seen. You are Canadian. She's not to leave this room until I say so.
I really want to find out more movies the actor who played the jeweler is in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smelling her. Mo Howard, everyone.
Yeah.
Woo!
Let me introduce you to Ben.
There's a trailer shot.
Yep.
Which
That's for the trailer.
this movie did have a trailer made, even though
Yes.
it was not theatrically released.
I think they were showing it at like comic conventions and stuff like that. So, and this movie was at San Diego Comic Con, or all the actors were.
Yeah.
So,
I will take it all away. You have
I mean, given the emotional blow that Ben has gone through right now, this could have some, meaning to him.
Yeah. aside from the whole like blind woman napping,
Yeah.
the jeweler's not really that much of a villain. I mean, yes, he's kidnapping people and
Outside of
stealing
felonies.
diamonds.
Yeah. Yeah.
But outside of those
outside of the
outside of those
felonies.
crimes, I mean, he is trying to take care of the downtrodden of the world, which I can
Yeah.
respect that.
Yeah.
I w- hey, all right. I would like to pose a theory. Oh, wait. No, more doing. Whoa.
This is circling back to a plot that we left 20 minutes
Yeah.
ago, by the way.
Yes.
I want just that shot restored to like
Yeah.
crystal clear
Crystal
quality
clear.
and use it as a background in my computer.
Same.
What were you saying about going back?
So, Ben, with the jeweler, I wonder if the jeweler's seeing this giant rock person as an opportunity to like pressurize and heat him and turn him into a giant diamond man.
More diamond.
It'd be like the power up like in the of the thing in like a fighting game.
Right, right.
Yeah.
His ultimate.
Where's my desk suit?
Death suit?
I thought it was desk soup.
Oh, desk soup.
I mean, you're working, you're
Yeah,
cold,
you
you
get
want
some
some
desk
soup at
soup.
your desk. Yeah.
Oh, good. I kept the receipt for Johnny. We can take him back.
Oh, good. My southern lawyer contact. He'll make sure this relationship's on the level.
It's a simple Southern space lawyer.
Yep. That's a squiggly match.
No
So-
one else knows that math.
Right. So the reveal. Reed knows that Victor Von Doom is still alive.
And Doom enters stage left.
Yes. I'll shoot first, ask questions later, I guess.
I mean, if someone blows their way into your home,
Yeah.
He flexes the bullets back into them.
Ha They're really letting this go on a lot longer than they should.
yep. Okay, there, McCree. You can stop
Yeah.
fanning the hammer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stuart OSHA is going to be very disappointed in the jeweler.
Violation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. We shot literally everything.
yeah. Yeah. Pick one.
Everyone just points to the pit.
Yes, the Doom gun.
That's just a paintball marker.
So 2 of the 3 goons are like, bye.
Yeah.
Is that sewer karate? Scum foo?
Scumfu.
and she dies.
Yeah.
Wait for it.
That's Alicia. So yeah.
Doom doesn't give a fuck.
Best Doom line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Wish we had subtitles for this scene.
Did you though?
You
So
okay?
the jeweler is done. He's out.
I'm out of this movie now.
Yep.
Another very bad delivery.
So
of
Alicia
it's
says that
clobbering.
she loves Ben
Yep.
from that one little interaction.
Oh.
That dude is ripped.
Yeah.
Being mother boy is not quite himself today.
I want to be a rock monster again.
Yeah.
He's fleeing the scene like a werewolf would.
yeah, hunched over. Ah, the clacky fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your gums are receding a bit there.
Yeah. Yep.
Transform.
They spent all their money on the first transformation sequence, so we get this instead. And he's back.
The Australian release of this movie swirls in the other way.
It's also upside down.
Are we done yet?
Oh.
Nope.
Yes. the wave. Like any good villain, he has access to all televisions in the world.
Right. And didn't he say good to see me again?
Lots of voguing in this scene.
What is he doing?
Oh, by the way, that laser is going.
All monologues should have that amount of interpretive dance. Oh. And now some real nuke footage,
Yeah.
But red.
but red.
Doom, you monster! That was for a comet.
a mild or a minor detail, but I appreciate that Doom writes 12 backwards for him, but
Yeah.
the correct way for his audience.
Good night.
That guy's awesome.
So apparently his direction was just like be like Mussolini. He was always just like posturing and gesturing and standing in front of buildings with his made look like his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. It was my quest to bury Victor's memory that got us involved in this mess in the first place. He'll be waiting. We know it.
Just
We're in the
because I
third
wanted
act now.
I
We have to
want-
come together.
Yeah.
Again.
All of this because I wanted revenge on a comet.
Yeah.
It's like a big blue traffic light behind them. What
don't
is that thing? The future.
The year 2000.
No, yeah, that.
It's what,
Hey!
it's what people in this movie do. They've had like 5 minutes on screen together. That just equals character love.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Trailer shot again. Oh God.
Go Fantasticar.
Yeah.
Luckily, Latveria is just like where Canada is,
I guess,
apparently.
Yeah. And also Mordor.
Yeah.
This is just a little too easy, huh?
Yeah, I love walking with that, don't you?
I don't know. I've never done it before.
I like the zoom on the thing there.
Yeah.
Expect trouble.
This whole thing feels like a Funny or Die parody on the Fantastic Four.
Maybe we got here early enough to buy ourselves some time to listen to me getting on TV for hours.
Nope.
Johnny,
They're gonna
Okay,
find the-
Fred.
see if I can figure out a way to discern this laser.
Me and Sue are gonna go that way.
Yeah.
Johnny, you and Ben go the other.
the world's most specific trap.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You are pitiful. Half the fun is the chase. You robbed me of even that.
So Doom has captured the whole team with force fields that shoot down to one exact location.
4 individual force
Four
fields.
individual force fields, correct.
Yes.
What I want.
And theoretically, the things would have had to have been slightly bigger than the forces, right?
What's he doing?
I mean, to the
Yeah.
Man, it's-
I'm in monologue mode now.
yeah.
big fall of me.
Look at that flourish.
Yeah.
That was worthy of figure skating.
Yeah.
Yep. The French give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
I have such a unbearable hatred for you, Lee. Regarding me,
Yep.
I-
it was
Look what your math has done to me.
to amuse you. In my heart, you will defeat my opportunity. I knew you would be the fitting instrument of my revenge. And one in each of you.
I like the idea that as long as he's speaking, he must be in motion.
Yeah. A Doom in motion must stay in motion.
Yes. A monologuing Doom.
I'm just gonna do that from now on while we're.
While we're recording. She's gonna Doom Vogue.
You may watch my marriage. Kim, the one who claimed
Oh, that's a
Too much
bad
gum.
angle.
Too much gum.
Yeah.
It's like a piranha.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is just unnecessarily cruel by Doom right
Yeah.
here too.
What is
He's
going
throwing,
on
he's
with your
throwing gang
fingers, bud?
signs.
That he's diagramming he's diagramming the laser.
Yeah.
All right, we need a shot of just the hand.
You think they could just turn the lights on as opposed to having flashlight glasses?
Ooh. The only one who reacts is Sue.
Yes.
No one else moves.
He's not
Jeez,
even
Sue.
acting.
Reed looks like slightly constipated.
So this is the good diamond, you can tell, because it's green. and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
Which is-
taking energy from them.
A detail I did not notice.
Very constipated.
Hey, man, when you got to drop some telemetry, you got to drop some telemetry.
He's at least he's doing it in the background here.
Yeah.
This
I was very much hoping for a single toe. Gotcha.
Oh God, it's the Chilean rioters. They made their way to Latveria.
again.
One time too many.
Yeah.
Blair.
Doink.
Yuck, 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 yuck.
Yeah. Doom's goons cannot stop once they've started moving in a direction.
Yeah. Fine, I will do the science.
It's a good thing that Doom has those gloves that still have
Dude.
the transit.
Sorry. That's just that stretchy shot, man.
He still has the gloves that have the transitive.
Oh yeah, I mean I have
material in
gloves
them.
that have those. Yeah.
So this is the big rousing fight scene. They're taking down Doom's forces.
The thing only has like 2 poses. One of
Yeah.
them being the
Arms up.
Yep.
And one arm forward.
Yep.
Yep.
Johnny cannot hit anything.
No.
Hey, then we got the force field.
Force
Sue.
field. But all of Sue's effects are good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh no, the 9 volt's gonna fire.
Sue's just like, too real, Reed, too real.
This is
All right, everyone, you were warned.
yes.
Buckle up.
It gets better.
Oh, it does. So the implication here is that the Human Torch is flying faster than a laser.
Yeah.
Which, as the movie told us at the beginning of the movie about the speed of light,
Yeah.
is the speed of light.
Yeah. That was Chekhov's equation. earlier.
Chekhov's constant.
Yes, Chekhov's constant.
I'm Alicia Masters.
Rips her hand off. Yeah, just stop right there. Nice. Nice. That's a cool callback, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. She seems to be into it. So,
He seems to be too
rock
into
on.
it. Rock on. I would think that he is always rock on when talking to her.
Oh.
Boo. That Sudoku puzzle was broken.
It said it was easy, but it was actually very hard.
His kitty cat claws.
Yeah. Ka-cha.
Yeah.
You would not believe the ringing in here. Ooh, the language.
That is the worst language we hear in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you
Dude.
in case you forgot.
Yeah. Here it comes. Here it
It's this fucking lawnmower man level of stuff here.
Yeah.
Remember who you are, my son and the one true king.
In that area, everything the shadow touches. Throwing a lot of shade for someone who's trying to save your life here, bud.
Well, I do like that he is defiant until the end.
Yeah, I agree.
What is going on with Reed's neck in this? Look at the left side of his neck.
Man's made of rubber.
Yep.
Woof.
Just being pew, 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 pew.
The double deuce all the way down. Yeah, right. Looks like you'll never be hand-fed again.
He has another one.
I really wanted him to challenge him by pulling his metal gauntlet off and then having another metal gauntlet
Back him.
underneath.
Oh, is this a smaller one?
Let's hope we have a home.
Okay, bye, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
The gauntlet moved on its own.
And we're back to this.
It gets
It-
better.
Yeah.
So, John. Yeah. That's perfect.
Yeah, just the spin.
That is supposed to be the Empire State Building to his left, by the way.
Is it?
Yes.
But
Oh,
wait,
no.
there, you'll see what he's trying to do. He's going to push the laser back, and
No.
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 he punches it into the comet,
Punches into
which
the
caused
comet.
all this to happen.
Yeah. He gets revenge.
to get revenge on the comet.
And it releases massive amounts of science.
And thus the Marvel Universe was born.
Yeah.
The more, and now this.
And now, yes.
Immediately to a post-marriage shot of Reed and Sue walking out of a church.
Yep.
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 Not Sue, though.
Reed's like, I'm 75 years old. I don't got much time left. If we're doing this, we're doing this.
Yep.
Right?
As he flexes out of his shirts.
There's one more surprise in this movie for you, everybody.
It just keeps on giving.
Yep.
All right. So
they're just like, we'll wait till you get back.
so Reed and Sue are in the. Oh my God. The arm effect, just waving out of the limo. So that was actually just Reed laying on his back. That was not his arm. That is
All right,
the
that's
Fantastic
Fantastic
Four.
Four.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
I'm looking. Do we have an AED for anyone back here? Everyone seems to be upright,
Yeah, everyone's alive.
respirating.
Can someone go downstairs and hit the lights for us, if possible?
Anybody? That's fine. We can do
Well,
our
yeah,
thing.
well, this is so I don't trip around because we're going to get to this later.
Fair enough.
So, Fantastic 1994. Best
Yes.
Fantastic Four movie?
No question.
The best.
The best. The best.
The most rewatchable. The,
The
most
most
enjoyable.
I was on eBay this morning being like, should I buy a copy of this?
Maybe.
Probably. I probably will.
Yeah.
I probably will. So, View Again, Brew Again. Would we watch this movie again? Would we drink this beer again? I started, so I'll just finish it up. Yes and yes. This Czech beer is very drinkable. When you told me it had cream in it, I was a little like, I don't know about this, but it's got a lot of flavor. Nothing's overpowering. It tastes a lot like coffee. So good in my book. Hope maybe have some more of this when we're done here.
I guess we'll move down. Oh, you're gonna do. All right,
No,
I'll do the
yeah,
thing.
do that,
Yeah, I like the beer as well. Good mouthfeel. A lot of the cream coming through there, I think. Mouthfeel. Oh God. I have to get out monocles just to adjust them while I make that comment. No, this is a solid beer. I'm looking forward to see what else these folks have tonight. View Again. I love this movie. This is kind of the quintessential just like bad movies that are hilarious unintentionally and are just kind of fun to sit around with good people, good company, and just laugh at. But actually kind of find some stuff that is kind of cool. So yeah, I would watch this again. Absolutely.
Yes.
James.
So one of the things that we've all run into by doing this is what, episode 80 something?
86-ish?
High 80s.
And there's been a couple other movies we've watched that haven't made the cut. So we're near
Not cut.
100 for movies of this. And we started this just to kind of have fun, right? And then what we've turned into is people that love horrible movies now.
I mean, we already kind of were.
We can't,
Right.
but like we
It has
now watch
evolved.
these and evolve. Like we're like, well, yeah, but this part's good. Like we look for the fun in the movies, right?
Yeah,
And
anyone can take a dump on a bad movie, but finding something that you really enjoy about it is something else.
it's something else, yeah. So we've really brought that up, and this is the perfect movie for that. There's really no true redeemable quality about this movie, but
Soundtrack.
it's gonna make you feel good. You're gonna laugh and have a lot of fun with it. So yes, and then Brew Again, yeah. I would get this again. I probably will.
Another great big growler, maybe.
Yes. So no, not
Give or
another
take
growler.
half.
That
give-
took a while.
I need a growler of this in about
Later,
half an hour.
Yeah. But yeah, and then I would like to point out to you guys that for the first time ever, in true fashion, we can actually say, "Hi, Mom."
Yeah. Hi. She gets a lot of shout outs on the usual episodes.
So, building off of that, your last statement of bad movies that we enjoy. So, a lot of these movies that we watch, we all watch movies solo before we record, just so we know what we're getting into most of the time, except for things like Doom Eternal, which God, we
Don't
would not
watch.
watch. Don't watch
Please
that.
don't do that.
Don't watch that. But a lot of these movies like we kind of enjoy on our own, but then we enjoy them a whole lot more like with a group and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like I remember way back, I was asking my buddy Russ, who we had for RoboCop 3. I'm like, Russ, I want to watch The Room. Tell me about The Room. He's like, well, don't do it sober, and do it with a group of friends. So, and a lot of movies that we've watched, you know, we enjoy them in this group setting where we can talk about them and rip on them and have a good time. So, we're going to bring this up to the audience, and we want to hear from you guys. What are some of your bad movies that you like to watch with a group? Because you know what we like. If you speak up, though, you have to give me a Doom laugh and a Vogue. So I'm going out into the crowd.
All right. Foray.
All right, so should we, hold on, before you leave, should we shut this part down?
No, we're going to record this in tandem, and then I can mix the two things
Oh.
Do it
together.
all.
Oh.
We're so professional, you guys.
All right, who's got something?
How many things are going to get unplugged while he's
Yeah.
shuffling through there?
That's why we sent Noodle Boy.
Noodle Man, go!
Right, name your Doom laugh.
Good work, Dave.
Good work, Dave. What's your movie name?
Dr. Butcher, MD.
Oh, no.
Not terrifying. It's also known as Zombie Holocaust. There are no zombies until halfway through. And there's not much of a Holocaust.
Name your Doom laugh.
My name is Jeff.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff.
Good work, Jeff.
All right, what's your movie?
Star Crash.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Have you guys done it or not?
we have not. I think they recently did that on the latest season of MST3K, I believe.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, so isn't Hasselhoff in that one?
Yeah, it's a very early appearance by David Hasselhoff, and also stars Marjo Gortner, who used to be a child preacher and went to be an actor. And it's a very low budget Italian made ripoff of Star Wars and everything else, and it's hilariously funny from start to finish.
Did you say child preacher?
Yes, Marjo Gortner. He was a child preacher, and he later became an actor. And it also features a robot with a very disturbingly shaped head.
Sounds like quality stuff.
Obviously.
Yes, hello, stranger. Who are you?
Hello, it's nice to meet you. I'm Claire.
Doom laugh.
Obviously,
A little Count Chocula, but okay.
yeah, I never said I was good at impressions, right? I'm just good at being generically funny, you know, whatever.
Fair.
Did you say that because you know I love Count Chocula?
Gotcha, bro.
Thank you. That's a good pull. Obviously, the Nicolas Cage Wicker Man. That's the best bad movie.
Oh,
Because
no.
you can run around and yell the bees.
And be chased by a bear.
And be chased. No, not a
A
bear.
woman dressed as a bear.
Thank you.
Spoilers, you guys.
Not
Come
the
on.
best bear outfit in a bad movie, though.
No.
That belongs to Hercules,
Hercules in New York.
where you can
Arnold's-
see the man's shoes still on.
And marvel at the character named Pretzi.
Just
Yeah.
Pretzi.
Okay, anybody else?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good.
My favorite bad movie is the FP.
What is the FP?
B, tell us about this movie.
Stands for Fraser Park. It's a dystopian future where gang warfare has been replaced with competitive dance fighting.
What?
Dude. Dude.
Your rights to say Dance Dance Revolution, so they called it Beat Beat Revelation.
We owe this man so much right now.
That is amazing, and we are probably going to be doing a couple. So this was all Floyd. Help you pick out future episodes of
Yes.
the podcast.
Thank you.
So thank you.
All right.
I am so excited for that movie.
Oh,
Yes.
perfect.
But I didn't want to spoil it.
All right.
So speaking about picking movies for future episodes, so we have a Patreon online where if you contribute, you can help us pick future movies. But because all of you took your time on your Saturday evening to come out and hang out with us, we're going to allow everyone in the room to vote on one of our movies for December. So each month we pull 3 movies, and it's, you know, based off popular vote. So with December being the holidays, we have a selection of holiday films. So the three movies
we do.
are, we have Home Alone 3, which is totally more relatable than Home Alone 1 and 2 because not everyone's parents are going to leave them behind when they go to Paris or Florida. But you've all had the chicken pox and have to fight off North Korean terrorists who are looking for Air Force microchips, right? We have Santa Claus 3, The Escape Clause. And last but not least is a movie that comes out on Netflix next week called A Night Before Christmas, where
Okay,
Vanessa Hudgens meets a man who believes he is a 14th century knight around the holidays, and it's a romantic-y thingy. All right, so starting from the top, just show of hands, who thinks we should watch Home Alone 3, the one without Macaulay Culkin? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Who thinks we should watch Santa Claus 3? Okay.
Okay, we got a few hands.
Well, oh no.
1, 2, 3 as well. Okay.
I think you're assuming everyone's going to vote here, so let's see.
All right. And
let's not make that leap.
And who thinks we should watch A Night Before Christmas?
Oh, you sadistic bastards. The people have spoken.
Yeah, people have spoken. Our last episode of 2019 will be A Night Before Christmas.
Thank you.
Thank you. So that kind of wraps up Good Brews, Bad Views Live.
Before I forget, I need to interject very quickly with a special thanks to Katie and Kayla, because I, in my infinite wisdom, forgot a critical cable to get any of this running tonight, and they helped us out. So we wouldn't be here tonight without either of them. So quick hand. Thank you very much for covering us.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm going to pay for it later. It's fine.
So that wraps up Good Brews, Bad Views Live. Again, thank you everyone who came out today.
Thank
it
you
means
so
a lot
much.
to us.
Yes.
This is a lot more people than we thought we would get out.
Friends new and old.
Yep.
Very good.
Thanks to Drifter Coffee for giving us this space to use. We will definitely want to do this again as long as we can find more movies that won't get us sued for doing this. If you're not already, check us out on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram at GBBV Podcast, or just by searching Good Brews, Bad Views. We'll be posting updates and pictures from this and other antics that we get involved with. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, and where fine podcasts are found. If you have not already, please leave us a rating and review. It helps people find us, and we can inflict misery upon them. Then they can inflict misery upon us, and we all live and celebrate together. Yes, thank you, Steph. Suffer and celebrate together. Yep. Again, if you want to contribute to our Patreon, it helps us do some of this crazy kind of stuff. Thank you, patrons in the room.
There are a few in the room.
There are a few in the room.
Thanks for coming.
There
Yep.
are two.
There are two. You can find us at www.patreon.com/goodbrewsbadviews. And as always, please watch
And drink.
Responsibly.
Good night, everyone. Thank you for coming. This was awesome.